Hello, welcome back to my channel. So I am so excited for today's video because we are going to be reviewing Oner Active's soft motion pastels collection. I cannot describe to you how long I've been waiting to do this video so I can start wearing some of these clothes in the gym. It is a gloomy day here in Hawaii, so I am very excited that we get to spend this time together and make the best of it because I'm not going to be spending my time outside today. We are spending it indoors, trying on our new activewear, about to be looking super cute. So spoiler alert, I absolutely love Oner Active's soft motion collection. This is hands down one of my favorite collections of all time. I will get into a little bit more detail when we do the try on portion of this review. And before we jump into the try on portion, I would love it so freaking much if you guys could subscribe to the channel and you can check out some more of my reviews, some more of my lifestyle content here, and just follow along for all the fun things. So go ahead and subscribe. And without further ado, let's just jump right on into this review because it is probably going to be a long one. First things first, let's address some housekeeping. So my stats, I'm roughly 110 pounds and my height is 5'4", so you can take that for what it is. Oner Active does have multiple lengths in their leggings for flares and straight legs and the regular legging style. So they do short, regular, or long. At 5'4", I normally get regular, and then in all their bottoms, straight legs, flares, leggings, shorts, whatever bottom it is, I get the smallest size, and that is an extra small. If they had extra small, I would get it, but they don't, so extra small it is. For fitted tops like the one I am wearing, it's going to be extra small, and then for sports bras, it's going to be a size small. Now for their jackets and things and oversized lounge wear, stuff like that, that's gonna vary. If I don't want anything too tight, I will probably go up a size to have it not be so compressive and restrictive. But if I do want it fitted and tight, I will get an extra small. We're gonna be going over soft motion straight legs, and these are gonna run at $64.60. Take into account this is with a 10% off coupon code for all these prices. So I'm just gonna round up. So I'm gonna say $65. Next, these halter neck vests. These are going to run at $50. Their bralettes, just their sports bra, is going to be $43. Their regular flares are also going to be $65. Then I do have one of their jackets. Their soft motion jacket's gonna run at $61. Their soft motion shorts, the soft motion shorts are $51. And then I have their night strappy vest, and this is going to be $33. Now that we have stats of my sizing and pricing out of the way, we can jump into try on and all the colors and the fun stuff we are here for. Starting out with the top, I have on their Mellow ribbed Racerback vest, and this is in the color Minky. This is my first time trying this product by Oner, and I am actually so obsessed. It is extremely soft, and I love that in this color it is not see-through at all. I have tried shirts from Oner in the past, and some colorways can be sheer where you see the difference in the double layering of the built-in sports bra versus just the single layering of the shirt here. I'm not getting that in this shirt. I'm loving how it's contouring the body right here. It does have a sewn in knit logo. The straps are extremely comfortable. They lay very flat. It is not adjustable in the back or anything, but it is a Racerback style, and it is again extremely comfortable. This fabric is so soft. I cannot describe to you how comfortable it is. It feels very much like a pajama top. I would not be mad sleeping in this at all. It is that comfortable, and I love the neckline and how this is cut right here. Like, this is just giving. So this is a mid-length top. It is ending right at my belly button here. So it can provide a full coverage look, but it's definitely not gonna give that full length coverage all the way down to the hips here. Say I fold over the flares, it can give a cropped moment, and we can do a little low-rise look and show some skin. If not, we can roll them back up and have a full coverage moment right here. Upon my first impressions, I have absolutely no complaints about it. I'm loving this top. I'm going to get so much use out of this top. This is a staple, definitely worth the money for this one. Stick true to size. It is not overly squeezing me anywhere. I definitely don't think I would be able to size down. The sports bra would be too tight on me, but the straps are super comfortable. You could size up if you needed to size up, but I would stick true to size in this top for sure. I also did get this top in the Oat Marl color, and this is what she looks like up close. Again, we have the knit sewn in logo here. There's no discrepancy in the colorways. You know how sometimes the coloring, we can just get a little bit of a different feeling or fit. There's none of that here, so Oat Marl and Minky are fitting exactly the same. This is what the Racerback looks like again. She's so super cute. I'm obsessed. This is definitely not a intended gym product, I would say. It's not sweat wicking at all. It is very much like a pajama feeling top, so super soft and cotton-esque. It is not going to be sweat wicking, so take that and do with that information what you will. I will probably still be wearing this to the gym for sure, just because I love how this top looks and I love the built-in sports bra, but I think it's definitely more intended for an everyday styling loungewear type of product. I'm obsessed with this top though. I need to get more colors in this ASAP. Gonna be one of my top recommended Oner products for sure. And then up close, here is a color comparison of Minky and Oat Marl up close for you. Okay, next up I have on the Soft Motion full length jacket, and I have this jacket in their kind of like midi, more cropped length. I do not have one in the full length, so this is my first time trying it. This is in the color Minky, and I have this in a size small. So personally, for these tighter fitting jackets, I like to size up from an extra small to a small, just because I don't necessarily need this to be so compressive and sucking in to where I feel uncomfortable in it. I understand that a lot of people like it to be like snatching and stuff, but I'm more comfortable sometimes wearing a jacket like this when there's room to move around and breathe in it, and it kind of just lays over the skin. I don't need it to be so compressive that I can't breathe, or it's like squishing in my skin in weird spots, you know? So I like to personally size up, so I did get a size small. I just thought it would look so cute with this shirt underneath, and then I have on the Minky color bottom so we can see what a full length set would look like, and it is so cute. So as you can see, it goes really far down, almost past my hips right here. It is definitely full length. And then in the back here, there is a little knit-in Oner logo, and there is another knit-in Oner logo right here on the wrist. It is in their gray knit material, so it doesn't stand out too much in this color. It's more of a tonal logo. This jacket does have pockets in their full-length version on the sides here, which I appreciate. It also does have thumb holes, which I love me some thumb holes. I don't necessarily work out with my thumbs in the thumb holes, but I like to just have my hands covered up sometimes. So the thumb holes are super cute. That's kind of what she looks like, zipped up all the way. It has this kind of mock neck collar, but again, I size up so it's not too tight. Like, I still have some wiggle room here that's not so snatching, you know? And the arms already feel tight enough for me, so if I were to get an extra small, it would probably take away some of this like wrinkling and bunching right here. But I don't necessarily need that to go away, because then I wouldn't be as comfortable. So this is all up to like personal preference and what you like in a jacket. This is just a perfect lightweight jacket. It's very thin. There even is a hidden inside pocket right here, so you could put something in here like your phone. it would fit perfectly because it's pretty long. But yeah, this is definitely just a perfect lightweight jacket if you just need to throw something on but you don't want to be too warm or just want to have your arms covered. It's very thin. The soft motion material is not overly hot, and it is very sweat wicking, so this is definitely a go-to piece for me as well. Next up, I want to move on to their straight leg bottoms, which I freaking love. I love both the straight legs and the flares. I just can never decide which one I want to get because I just love both so much. I cannot choose. If you ask me to choose straight leg or flare, I'm gonna choose both. I actually did buy both the straight leg and the flare in the minky color just because I couldn't decide. So that's me and my indecisiveness. But anyways, the straight legs do just kind of like hug towards the top and then just go straight down the bottom. So the flares are going to get a little bit tighter all the way down the leg and then flare out, whereas the straight legs definitely just flare all the way from thigh to the floor. They are not as tight against your leg, so I really like that when I just want a looser flowy look. I love the look of both. The soft motion material is very, very thin. It is not compressive at all. It is a cut and sew material. It is sweat wicking, but you will see sweat in it, so you'll see sweat probably fairly quickly in this material, but it is so thin that it will just like dry up fairly quickly, in my opinion. It's not the biggest deal breaker in my book. It's not a deal breaker at all, actually. So if that is a deal breaker for you, soft motion probably is not going to be the material you're going to want because you will see the sweat in it. These are a super comfortable bottom because there is no scrunch. It just has a seam that goes around the glutes, and it has a V seam in the back right here to help contour the glutes a little bit, but it doesn't have anything too glute enhancing. It is not like an overly accentuating glute enhancing legging or anything crazy like that. It is literally just a seam that goes into a little V. Very simple and very comfortable. It does kind of like stay tight around the glutes, but then flares out from right underneath all the way down to the bottom right here. These will not be providing any lift or anything. They're just going to sit on your body like a second skin. Again, this is probably something you could even sleep in. It is that comfortable. I would say that the glute rise is actually pretty high. So if you have shorter glutes, you might want to like pull the top down a little bit to have the V-seam not sit so high. They do have the sewn in logo back here, which I do like. I love a good sewn in logo. And then something else I like to do with these is you can actually just fold them over and roll them down to make them a low-waisted legging. I know that this style and trend is really in right now, and they are high-rise enough that you can easily just fold it over. They do come right up to the belly button here, so a nice high-rise length for me. And then you can use your tops to have a full length coverage right here. In the soft motion straight legs, since it is looser, this is a bottom that I gravitate towards so much because of my HS, and just because it is one of the most comfortable bottoms that I can wear when I'm having flare-ups. So I wear probably my soft motion bottoms once a day for something, just to be comfortable in. These are the most HS friendly bottoms that you will be able to find on the market. They're also very CT and Barbie crotch friendly, but this is the color Minky, and I do have these in another color, so I'll try that on real quick. All right, so I also have the straight legs in the color Cloud Blue, and I am obsessed with this color. It is so freaking pretty. I am so happy I got these in a brighter color because I do not have any in such a fun color. Okay, these are so cute. I was honestly debating if I should get the Cloud Blue in the flares or the straight legs, and I decided on the straight legs, so I am very happy I did. But this is what they look like from the back, and I am wearing a skin color underwear, so you will probably not be able to see through it, but this color probably would definitely be sheer if you wore any other color underwear besides just like your skin tone. So I would say stick with skin tone, you'll be okay. But if you do a darker color, you are going to probably see it a little bit through with the sheerness of this color. And then I do get the regular length in the straight legs and the flares, because I find that when I am walking around and working out with my shoes on, like my sneakers, they do ride up a little bit so they don't drag on the floor too much. But if I get the short, they ride up like just a hair too much to where I'm like, I don't like how high they are. They'll like come to like towards the top of my shoe instead of the middle bottom part of my shoe. So I just prefer when it looks like it's almost touching the floor, but it's not. If you're my height and you want it to not drag at all, you could definitely get this short. But if you're not worried about it dragging a little bit, you can probably get the regular, since they do ride up a tiny bit when you're walking around and being active in them. Moving on to the flares, this is the color Pastel Yellow, and I love this color so much. I have purchased her in previous launches before, but never the flares. Hopefully you can see the difference from the flare to the straight leg. This is much more tighter to the leg all the way until the knee, and then it flares out from the knee, whereas the straight legs flare out from right below the glutes and just go straight down. So this stays kind of tighter all the way until you get to the back of the knee, and it starts flaring out from there. This color is squat proof, I would say. With the nude underwear, I think it might actually be a little bit more squat proof than the cloud blue color is actually, and I thought that this would be less. Something I will note is that in these lighter colors, they're probably not as cellulite friendly. But if you wanted to get a lighter color and have it be more cellulite friendly, I would probably lean towards the straight leg, since it flares out from the glutes down, and this one sticks nice and tight from the glutes all the way down to the back of the knee, where a lot of cellulite tends to be. So if you're worried about that, I would actually go for the straight leg. So just take that into account. And again, you can roll these down and kind of do the whole low-rise look, which is super trendy. What the back of the flares look like, they have the Sonnen logo in the back as well right here, just like in the straight leg. There is no uncomfortable seams anywhere in this fabric, no top seam or anything. It is super comfortable around the waist. These are not overly compressive at all. This is very much just like a fabric that's going to lay right over your skin. I will say that the flares obviously are a tiny bit tighter than the straight legs, just because that's how they're designed to be. They're designed to kind of lay closer to the skin, whereas the straight legs just flare out from the body all the way down. So it just depends kind of what you're into and what you're looking for, but either way, I don't think you could go wrong with the flares or the straight legs. And then I also got the flares in the minky color. Like I said, I couldn't decide if I wanted flares or straight legs in this color, so I got both. But maybe this video will help you decide if you need both, or if you could just do with the flares or the straight legs. I think it's really just gonna come up to personal preference on what look you're going for. This color is definitely very squat proof, but that's what she looks like. I for sure think that the flares fit a little bit more snug than the straight legs. So if you think that the straight legs are going to be too big for you and you would need like a extra small, try the extra small in the flares and see if that's snug enough, because I will say that I could definitely do an extra small in both of these, but the flares fit a little bit tighter than the straight legs do. And the last color I have in the flares is the lavender purple, and I'm actually loving this color a lot more than I thought I would. This is really cute. It's very, it's actually pretty squat proof. I would say it's the most squat proof next to Minky. It probably is gonna be cloud blue, pastel yellow, lavender purple, and then Minky for the sheerness slash squat proofness scale. This color is gorgeous. I cannot even with her. All right, so next up is the Soft Motion Halter Neck Vest, and this is in the midi length, so it's going to stop right at the belly button and not be a full length top. I am obsessed with this in the lavender purple. This full set, I love it, love it, love it so much. The halter neck in the Soft Motion is probably one of the more comfortable halter necks, just because it's not overly tight and the fabric is not too stiff to where it's digging too much into your neck. I don't think I could wear any halter neck for too long of a period of time, just because that is such a sensitive spot for most people to just like have all the weight being pulled at the back of your neck. But this is a more comfortable fabric to wear a halter neck in, and I think it looks absolutely gorgeous, especially in this color and cut. So I love that it comes into a kind of scooped down front dip right here, but it's not too much where you're too exposed. It does have pretty good side coverage as well here. She has the built-in sports bra with removable cup pads. I do feel like you can kind of see the cup pads through the fabric in this color for sure, so I'm not sure if I'll keep those in or not, just because I don't really like it when you can see the material, but I do prefer to have them in if I can. And then this is what the back looks like. She is a open back. I don't feel like it's digging into my skin anywhere too much. It's not overly tight in any places, so I definitely would say stick true to size in this top for sure. I think that this style of top, their soft motion halters, are my favorite over the soft motion strappy tank tops that have 2 straps. I wear those so much because I just gravitate towards those so much, but I definitely think that the style of this top I would gravitate to more often over those if I didn't only have one color. So I have more colors now and will definitely be reaching for these a lot. I also got the halter neck top in the color Cloud Blue. So this is what she looks like. Then here is the color Pastel Yellow. Side note, I'm obsessed with this color combo of the pastel yellow top and the cloud blue in the shorts. This set, you need to get this set. And the last color in this top is Minky. This is what she looks like. Definitely gonna be a staple color. It is such a good neutral. So if you don't know what color to get, go with Minky. Moving on to the soft motion shorts. These are a 6-inch short and they are very similar to the flares and the straight legs, as in the back has no scrunch or anything, just a V seam glute that goes into a glute seam that kind of helps separate the glutes in the back, but nothing overly enhancing, overly lifting, no contouring detail, nothing. It's just a simple cut and sew into a few seams that just help separate the glutes. But I still think that this material and the overall booty scale is very flattering. I love the length of these. They do not ride up too much to where I feel like my bum cheeks are gonna fall out or I'm getting a double bum at the bottom. It covers enough to take away from that double banana butt or banana roll, whatever you call it down here. Yeah, overall just a perfect length on me. I don't find that these shorts roll up at all at the gym, but I do already start with them kind of like tucked up a little bit instead of full all the way down. So that probably kind of helps them from rolling. I just think that this material is not really a roll. Like it does not really, like it doesn't do that at the gym. It does not roll. It just stays put wherever I kind of tuck it up to. And again, I do not get CT or Barbie crotch in these shorts either, and it is a very HS friendly. So I definitely do gravitate towards these a lot for my lifts because I do like to lift my lower body days in shorts for the most part. Sometimes I'll wear the flares, but for the most part, I do like to wear shorts. So if I am having flare-ups in my HS, I'll gravitate towards the soft motion fabric always. And then this is what the color Minky looks like. And with the matching top, this set is so cute. I am obsessed with a matching set. I just love a cohesive look. The last color that I got in the shorts is the lavender purple. These shorts in this color are so cute. I will definitely probably wear these a lot. It is just such a cute little pop of color without being too much, and then I love it with the neutral top. Then I did grab the bralettes like I mentioned earlier, and this is cloud blue paired with the lavender purple. So you can kind of see this cute, very pastel, very spring-like color combo here. The bralette is actually pretty much just a standard Racerback in my opinion. I feel like they could have named it Racerback, but it is called bralette. There's not a seam or anything under the bust. It's just the soft motion fabric all the way around. There is cup pads that you can remove out of here. It is not adjustable, but the straps fit very, very comfortably here. I do feel like the side coverage is pretty good. I'm not spilling out on the side or anything. And I do think that the cut in the front, it's perfect. It's not too low and it's not too much of a full coverage look here. I'd say that this is anything high impact, especially because there is no band under here. So you'll definitely have a lot of like movement going around. Like it's not gonna support down here or suck you in too much. It's literally just gonna kind of sit over your skin, hold everything in place where it is. I would say it's definitely gonna be good for lifting, but not too much like bending over or hit high intensity workouts where you're doing jumping, running, things like that. This is not the girl, okay? She is definitely gonna be more yoga, casual lifts, walking on the treadmill, not running. I did also get the bralette in the color Minky, so I just wanted to show you her for comparison as well. No discrepancies here. I do feel very secure in this. I just don't think it will be super secure for those high intensity, high impact style workouts. But for everyday, day-to-day, soft motion is that girl. The last thing for today's review is this night strappy cami tank. This is advertised as a nighttime pajama style piece, so it is extremely soft, like softer than the first top I tried on in the Mellow rib. It does have a ribbing detail to it, if you can see. I'm not sure, but it is very thin, a little bit thinner than the Mellow ribbed Racerback from earlier. It has the spaghetti straps. It has a sewn-in logo here. It is just one layer. It has no built-in bra or anything, so that is why I'm wearing the sports bra under it. I'll definitely be getting a lot of use out of this for just a lifestyle piece in general. It has these adjustable spaghetti straps in the back here as well. And it's just a regular cropped right to the belly button style piece that is not too tight or compressive or anything. It very much is just a thin layer over your skin. But this is a gorgeous lifestyle piece or pajama top if you want to wear it like that. It definitely could be used for that. But I'll probably be getting a lot of use outside of my sleep time in this shirt. Definitely going to the beach, throwing it on as like a bikini cover up, or just like I said, a sports bra over a matching set. I also got the night strappy tank in the oat marl color, and I will say that this is a tiny bit less soft than the black. The black is way softer, but it is still very, very soft, and you can see it's just that one layer. This one is a tiny bit more sheer or see-through in this color compared to the black, but it is actually pretty opaque for how thin this fabric is. And you could probably tell the ribbing on this a little bit better than on the black. And here is the little logo down here and what the back looks like. All right, well, that is it for today's try-on review and haul for you guys. I hope that you found this valuable for some of Oner Active's soft motion pieces and just some of their color comparisons and seeing things on and in this lighting. If you have any questions, just leave it down in a comment below and I can get back to you for anything I might have not addressed in the video, or just further details that you have in regards to like their soft motion line or anything we tried on today. Overall, I am very impressed. I knew going into this I would love all their soft motion pieces that I've already tried. So their flares, their straight legs, their shorts, because that is my favorite collection that any activewear brand has, like let alone Oner. It is my favorite collection of all time. But I am actually surprised and very impressed by some of the new pieces that I did try today as well, like their Mellow ribbed Racerback top that had the built-in sports bra, and then this night strappy cami. Both are so freaking cute, and I will get a lot of use out of both of these. So it just excites me to try and explore the brand more. But yeah, that is it for today's review. If you have any suggestions for what brands I should review next, or other lines or collections that Oner Active has that you want to see reviewed, just let me know, and I will see you guys in the next one.